Right now at 3, a Paulding County Sheriff's deputies in the hospital after what was supposed to be a routine welfare check, but it took a violent and unexpected turn. Deputies say that situation escalated quickly at a home in Dallas, about an hour northwest of Atlanta. Officers say they were shot at and forced to return fire. Atlanta News First on Shipment reports from Paulding County, where the suspected shooter is dead.
By all accounts, this was a typical 911 call, but it went sideways real fast. I want you to take a look because authorities have been on the scene here for a number of hours throughout the afternoon here. Here's what we've learned from authorities. This all started right around 7 o'clock this morning. Deputies were called to this home along Hemlock Glen to check on a woman. And when they arrived, she let them in and told them that her adult son was in the middle of some sort of mental health crisis. She walked them to his room, but as soon as the door opened, he started shooting, hitting one deputy in the shoulder. Other deputies returned fire, killing the man. Neighbors say they woke up to crime scene tape right outside their window. Investigators say that the man was heavily armed and appeared to be ready for a confrontation.
Our deputies respond to welfare checks daily, sometimes multiple times a day, and this was not expected by any stretch of the imagination.
This is a very safe neighborhood. Nothing like that has ever happened. There's lots of young families here. You know, everyone's always playing outside, kids riding bike.
The sheriff's office also released the name of that deputy. Maddock is his name. He's 24 years old and he's been on the job for 2 years. Right now, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation is lead on this case. More information coming from them in the coming days. We're here in Paulding County. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.